So inside the box, which is well made, you get the earbuds, you get the a lightning charging cable, and you get some small and some large earbuds. So the medium ones are obviously still on the earbuds already. So then you get a manual as well, which talks you through how to use them, just like you would with a genuine pair of AirPods as well. So from the manual, it's very similar to what you'd normally use if you had genuine AirPod Pros. So the actual AirPods or fake AirPods come in a plastic casing. You just have to take them out, get rid of the wrapper, and then inside the case, as you can see from the bottom, you've got a lightning port. So very well made, look genuine. You could easily misrepresent these as genuine AirPod Pros, in terms of design. The only way you'd know that these weren't genuine if you actually really did compare them like for like, side by side. So you could easily get away with wearing these without people realizing you've got fake ones. Plastic case, very similar, quite plastically low, so not as high quality plastic as the genuine one. As you can see down there, you've got your two charging terminals as well, just like you would with genuine ones, and then these just fit in nicely. If you get them right around, and then they have a green light which tells you that they're actually charging inside the case, and then on the front you get a blue light like this, which then shows you that the case is charging the AirPods, or fake AirPods should we say. So very, very well made. You could easily pass these off as genuine AirPods. So now if we try and pair them, as you can see, it kicks into the software as if these were genuine AirPod Pros, which is pretty impressive for some £20 fake AirPods. They connect really, really well as well, and then it takes you through the actual, like genuine ones do, which is amazing for something so cheap. And it's almost like they've got the software and they're mimicking how they actually work. So I've never seen this on any other fake AirPods. I've got a couple of pairs and none of them ever done this before, which is really, really impressive. So I don't know how it works, but it's almost like they are mimicking the software, and the iPhone believes that these are actually genuine AirPod Pros. And you get the menus as well, which is really, really impressive as well. But the features don't actually work. That's one of the big downfalls. They don't actually work. So you can switch between the different modes and things like that, but they don't work very well. But very, very impressed in terms of what it can do and what it can't do, which is good for me. What you can do is you can mimic the actual tightness test, sound, what they call the ear tip test. So this, it says it works, but I've done it without them actually in as well, and it just tells me the same thing. So it's just, once again, it's just software. So when you look at them, you can see that they are actually a very good replica in terms of their design with the case. Obviously on the genuine one here, you have a silver chrome backing there. But for the rest of it, it does seem a little bit more plasticky, but they've really gone to town in terms of trying to mimic the design. So the actual AirPods, or fake AirPods we say, are very similar in design with this chrome bit at the bottom. Similar design here. The only thing you don't get on the genuine ones, you don't get this flashing green light. You don't get a flashing light at all. So very similar in terms of design. They have these removable buds as well, which is in the actual Bluetooth settings. When you go to the actual pods, you can actually do the fit test, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems to be just says it's a good fit within your ears and things like that. And they say they have noise cancelling as well. You turn the noise cancelling on, it doesn't have any effect as well. So there's lots of settings which seem to be software based rather than actually hardware based. So they've done a very good job in terms of mimicking the software. As you saw, when you pair them, you get all those features coming up with the ability to do active noise cancelling, all that kind of stuff, but it's not actually built into the hardware. You do have touch sensitive controls as well, so you can skip the track and pause the track by touching these panels on the end here as well. So they've got to town, and for 20 or quid, these aren't bad. So you could weigh up, do you want to spend 250 quid or do you want to spend 20 quid? chances are you could get away with having these genuine AirPods. Well, people believe you're wearing genuine AirPods. Obviously, if they get hold of them in close-up proximity and compare them to a genuine pair, then they're not going to believe they're genuine. And also the case, so you get this blue light here, and on the genuine ones you have this you have a pairing button on the back as well, which you don't get on these. But they stick with the lightning port as well, so for charging as well. The battery life, so far I've managed to get about 2.5 hours maximum, and that's on a medium volume with not a lot else running on the, I'm not messing around with changing tracks, changing volume via the headset, things like that. So they do last that long, but obviously with the genuine AirPods you get a lot longer. So you need to weigh up battery life, design, and how much money you've got to spend on them. So the sound quality is actually very good on these. I think they've mimicked the genuine ones very, very well in terms of technology used, design, things like that. So you could argue that you're paying a premium for an Apple product when you're not necessarily getting a premium product, when you could buy something like this, which is 20 quid, and still getting a decent wireless earbuds. They pair very, very well as well. So as you saw in the video, they pair just like a genuine pair of AirPods. When you take them out of the case as well, they automatically link via Bluetooth, and then the earpieces or the earbuds link together very, very well. So that's something you don't normally get on a budget pair of earbuds. Earbuds that link together time and time again very, very well. So in conclusion, cheap, good sound, well made, pair well, and good charging case. Negatives, not AirPod Pros, and the battery isn't great. So is it junk or genius? We are going genius! Great product for 20 quid.